everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this highly awaited video that I've been making for absolute months, and I'm finally sitting down to go through absolutely everything with you. If you didn't know, or if you didn't guess from the title above, I am pregnant. I'm in my third trimester of my pregnancy and I am a matter of weeks away from giving birth. One thing that has become increasingly more popular in the UK over the last few years is having baby showers. This was something that used to just happen in the US, as I knew about. Like, my mom didn't have one, my aunties didn't have one, but it is something that is starting to pick up, because my sisters and my friends and stuff have all had baby showers when they've been pregnant. A baby shower, if you didn't know, is basically when you invite all your friends or your family around. It's mainly just for women though, and you play games and you have food and you basically celebrate the fact that you are pregnant and you're getting ready to welcome the baby into the world. I am pregnant with my first child, so this is my first ever baby shower, but I kind of based my baby shower around friends and family's baby showers. I based it a lot around Pinterest. I absolutely love Pinterest for baby shower stuff because it just looks amazing on there. One thing that I decided pretty much straight away when we started talking about my baby shower was the fact that I really wanted to do it myself. I've had a lot of help. My mum has been absolutely amazing, an absolute godsend. She paid for the venue and she's pretty much helped me every step of the way, so I want to say massive shout out to my mum for all the help, and to everyone else, friends and family, that have helped, but mainly to my mum. One of the things that we decided from day one, as I said, was that we really wanted to do it ourselves, just because baby showers can be really expensive and they don't need to be. So I'm going to be showing you how we got the venue for cheap, how we did our invitations for cheap, our decorations, our games, our food. We literally did everything from scratch, or really cheap, and I just wanted to share that with you, just because when we initially started looking at venues and we started looking at all the decorations and food and stuff that we needed, it was coming up really pricey. So if you want to see how we did our baby shower on the cheap, then please carry on watching. The first thing that I want to get into is obviously the main point of the baby shower, and that is the venue. One thing that I want to say about the venue is shop around and make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time to book somewhere, because baby showers, you tend to have them on a weekend, and that is mainly because you want your friends and your family to be able to come to it. What I did was I found a couple of venues and I asked around with friends and family, and I emailed and called to about 5 different venues, and the venue that we ended up settling on is somewhere that my mum and dad had suggested to me, and it was really cheap to hire the room. And we also asked if we could do our own buffet, because it was around £5 to £10 per person, and I have invited around 30 to 40 people to my shower, so that would have been an extra £200 to £400 just for food for people. A good tip is to always ask the people at the venue if you can do things cheaper, or if they have a way of manipulating the budget, or if you can do your own food. We decided on doing our own buffet purely because £200 to £400 for food is very expensive, when we knew we could just do a buffet for around £50 ourselves. I know it's that little bit extra of, faff, but it is something that we knew that we could completely just save hundreds of pounds on. We went to see the venue at the very beginning of the year, during the first week of January, and we were able to book it for the end of March. The reason why we went to view it so early was because we wanted to make sure that we could book it for a weekend, and we know that venues that are cheap tend to get filled up quite easy. Luckily our date was available, but all the weeks around it that we could have used as an option were fully booked, so definitely go ahead and look a couple of months beforehand. Once we had paid for our venue, I then made the invitations. I made the invitations completely from scratch by myself. I will insert a picture here of what the invitations look like. But I basically made this myself on Photoshop, but it is really easy to make something like this on Word. And it is also really easy to get a template of something like this off Google. If you wanted to buy invitations so that they're just ready and they come to your door and you can just put in your own information, or they're made for you and then sent out to people, somewhere that I would recommend is Etsy. Etsy, if you didn't know, is basically a shop where people make their own things and then they sell them to you, and you can get them really cheap, really nice invitations for really cheap on Etsy, and it will save you a hell of a lot of money. Decorations are something that can cost an awful lot, like really expensive. And when we priced up the decorations, because we have quite a large room, it was coming to about £100 just to get decorations to cover the room. The way that I went around making the decorations was I went onto Pinterest and I looked into ways of making your own decorations. I wanted bunting and really like spring sort of style decorations because the baby shower is at the end of March, and I just thought it'd be really nice to have like a spring theme. And when I was on Pinterest, I came across this template of how to make my own tassel bunting, and it was really simple and it was really cheap. I bought 3 big packs of tissue paper in grey, yellow and white from Amazon, and they were around about £2 or £3 each including postage, and when they arrived there was a lot of it. And then I just followed the template to make these gorgeous tassel bunting. What you will need to make the tassel bunting is you're going to need some tissue paper, some scissors, hot glue gun, hot glue sticks and some rope. So the way that you make the large tassel bunting is you get a large sheet of tissue paper and fold it 3 ways. This is so that you get a lot of cutting without having to sit and cut the piece of paper line by line. You then have to make sure you leave a gap at the top and then open up the sheets of paper and cut them into 4 segments, so you will end up with 4 pieces of tassel bunting. What I ended up doing after trying this technique once was I would pull about 4 pieces of paper together and then fold them, so that I would end up with 16 sheets of tassel bunting instead of 4, just to make the process go a little bit quicker. And you have to open up the tassel bunting, roll the middle, twist it and then turn it into a little loop, and this just makes it so it's a bit fuller and that you'll be able to thread it onto your rope. Then just get a bit of hot glue. This is the best way because hot glue makes sure that everything stays together. Normal glue wouldn't really hold it because it's so thick. And then just thread it onto the rope and gather all the pieces together, and once you've added quite a lot of it together, it will all come together and look absolutely amazing. So I made 3 large tassel buntings, and then with the remaining tassels I basically just put about 4 or 5 of these onto a bit of rope and looped them to make them into pom-poms, because we knew that there wouldn't be a lot of space to put up huge big tassel buntings all over the room, and we wanted to kind of have decorations put everywhere. So this kind of evened out the process and we got quite a lot of the pom-poms out of this. Another thing for decoration was something that I just bought off Amazon, and this is, if you can just tell, it is just kind of hay material that you would like, you know, associate with the farm. And it is just bunting that says baby shower and it comes on a rope. I know I said that I was making all of my decorations myself, but this was like £1 on Amazon when I bought something else that I will talk about later, and I thought for £1 it's not like a massive deal, and it is really cute and it adds something a little extra to the room because the room is quite like rustic. All the brickwork is like left untouched, it's not painted or anything, so I just thought that this would look really nice, and for £1 I couldn't exactly make it myself. This was something that I found in Poundland, and it is table confetti, and it is all different colours of baby feet and love hearts. This again only £1, and I thought it'd look really cute on the buffet table or on the table where I'm going to leave some games and some photos for people to sign. And again, for £1 you cannot get this any cheaper, and it's just something nice you know, to put around the room. You can get this in Poundland, and you can also have seen this on Amazon as well. Now I'm going to go on to games. A lot of people play party games that are baby associated at baby showers. I didn't really want to have too many games going on because I'm quite socially awkward, but because I had a lot of people from different like places. I have friends from uni, friends from home, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone had time to like go around and talk to everyone and didn't feel like they were constantly being made to play loads of games. I wanted the day to kind of just like flow and for people to feel really comfortable, so I didn't set up a lot of games. But the one game that I really wanted to play that would be able to integrate everyone and everyone could play together is a game that was played at my sister's and at my sister-in-law's baby shower. This is when you get a piece of rope or a piece of wool. I got this massive piece of wool for £1 in Poundland. You can get 3 balls for £2, but I only needed the one. And you basically give everyone a piece of rope or a piece of wool a certain length, and then they pass around scissors, and everyone has to guess how big your bump is just from having this piece of rope or wool in front of them. And then everyone comes up one by one and puts it around you and sees if they got it right. The next thing that I did was I really wanted to have something that I could take home and leave in the nursery, so that the baby could look at it and see what happened at their baby shower. And it's just something nice to have in the house to remember the day and remember the process of, like, you know, building up to the baby. I bought 3 plain canvases from the works, which was £2 for 3 canvases. I only needed the one, and I just bought the flat ones instead of the thicker ones. But I have since used the other 2 canvases when my niece and nephew have come over and they've done some nice artwork, which has then gone up in their houses. Harry's cousin is an artist, and she drew a little figurine on the canvas, and then when people came over to the baby shower, they just put their fingerprint into some paint and then made a fingerprint on the canvas. And it was just a great way to have everyone included in one piece of artwork, again, that I could look back on once the babies arrived. I spoke about this before in a baby haul, and this is an advice book that I got from ASOS. You are supposed to buy this for someone that's pregnant or someone that's having a baby shower, but this was on ASOS and it was like reduced to like £4 in their sale, and I really thought it'd be really good. And it's basically people can just fill out their advice for the baby, and it's a great way again to have everyone's input in the baby. I also had a chalkboard which was split down the middle that says boy and girl, that people could just tally what they thought the baby was going to be, because I didn't know the gender of my baby, and it was kind of interesting to see what everyone thought the baby would be. I also got a signature photo frame that was bought at the works for £2.50 absolutely months ago, and I just stuck a picture of the baby scan in the middle and people got to sign little messages. I also bought this piece of rope from Tiger. I think it was for like £1, and I got another one of these for the Tassel Bunting. I used this rope along with some little pegs that I got from Amazon months ago for a different project that I was doing. And I asked everyone that was invited to my baby shower, I wrote it on the invitation, that I wanted them to bring a baby picture of themselves when they were younger. And what I did was, when people arrived, I pegged up their pictures of their baby photos, and then when people wanted to, they could go around the room and they could fill out the advice book or the photo frame, and they could have a guess and a little, you know, giggle and have some fun just looking at the baby photos and trying to guess who was who as a baby. And this was just a really good way to integrate and get all your guests involved. As I said, me and my mum decided to do all the food in the buffet ourselves. This was purely because we knew it'd be a lot cheaper. So what we did was we went onto Google and we went onto Pinterest and we just wrote down general buffet food, and then we went food shopping together. A lot of stuff we could pre-buy, so like sausage rolls and Scotch eggs and stuff like that were really easy to just pre-buy and a lot cheaper to pre-buy in bulk. But we knew that we could make sandwiches and we could get all the other food that we needed to get really cheap, make it ourselves, and we would do that the day before or 2 days before, and we would put it out onto the table for people to enjoy. We also made the cake ourselves. I didn't want a massive fancy baby shower cake because that's just not me at all, and cakes end up costing a hell of a lot of money for something that you just look at and then you quickly eat. So I was just a bit like, I don't see the point. And I just thought it looked really nice, and it was really personal because it was something that me and my mum had made together, and it kind of just suited the whole baby shower better because it was like a floral spring theme, which is what I was going for anyway. In regards to paper plates, napkins and cutlery and tablecloths and the foil plates that we put all the buffet food on, this was just all bought from either Pound Shop or from Amazon. I got these from Pound Shop and they came in packs of 20 and I got 3 of them, and I think they're absolutely stunning, like really gorgeous pan, and I just thought this would go with the theme as well. These again, 100 pack of paper napkins, pound from Pound Shop, and then we've got an 80 pack of white mixed cutlery, again Poundland. The foil trays were bought, we got a pack of 20 for £7 off Amazon I think, and it came within the next day. Like we ordered it 9 o'clock on the night and it was there the next morning. And the paper cloths were also bought at Poundland. Now I'm just going to talk about a few extras that we bought for really cheap that just made the whole baby shower just feel absolutely amazing and just gave it that little sparkle. I bought all these sashes from Amazon, and we've got a mummy to be one, 2 nanny to be, and 3 auntie to be's. Obviously mummy to be was for me to wear, and it made me feel so special during the baby shower because it was just a way of me feeling like the mom of the party instead of just someone that was attending it and stressing out about it. Harry's cousin very kindly made these gorgeous favours for people to take when they went home, which I thought was really nice because then people, you know, were going home feeling like they were like getting a little present and they were going home with a part of the baby shower. And she made those for us, which was absolutely amazing, and they are so beautiful. But one thing that I wanted to do was, because I had a lot of kids come into the baby shower, was I wanted to make sure that they had fun, because I thought, oh, it's not going to be the funnest event. Like the games, they're not going to be able to take part in very much, and it might just be a bit boring for them. And I kept thinking, oh my god, what if it's going to rain, because the venue's inside but there's a courtyard area, which I specifically picked the venue for the courtyard area because I thought, oh my god, the kids can have a run around, they can have so much fun, and it will keep them entertained. So I bought these baby shower gift bags. This was a packet of 20 from Poundland, but because we weren't doing gift bags, we were just having the favours from Harry's cousin, we just used the 3 of these, and obviously I can use them again in later years. And I basically made an individual bag for each kid that was coming to the baby shower, and I gave it to them when they arrived at the baby shower so that they had games and they had stuff in there that would keep them entertained and it would make them feel a bit special. I really wanted to make the kids at the baby shower feel really special because, again, it's something for adults, but I just thought, oh, they'd arrive and they'd be instantly given a present. So the way that I went about this is I just went to Poundland and I bought like £7 worth of stuff. I bought a packet of animal masks. There was 7 animal masks in there, which was great, and they were all different animals, and I gave each child a different animal. I put Paw Patrol stickers. This came in a massive packet of different stickers. They were all Paw Patrol, and I know that my niece and my nephew like Paw Patrol, and I was just hoping that the other kids would, but I thought they're stickers anyway. And there was like 15 strips of stickers in the pack for £1, so each kid got their own strip. I also got a massive packet of loads of different colouring in books and activity books, and each kid got 1 of these each. I also bought individual Thomas the Tank Engine toys that come in these. These were £1 each instead of like £1 for a pack, which are like split between all the bags. But there was about 5 kids coming to the party, so I just thought, it's like not a really big expense, and I know that my nephew and my niece love these so much, so I thought that would be really good. I bought a big packet of crayons. There was about 80 different crayons in there for £1. Don't really want to get them out, but they're all at the bottom. And I gave each kid about 6 different coloured crayons so that they had something to colour in the colouring in books and stuff with. I got a packet of Kinder Buenos that had loads of the little ones in, and each kid got one. I also did the same with a packet of Haribos. I got a massive share bag of mini Haribos and I gave each kid one packet of Haribos. And I got a share bag of lollipops and each kid got 2 lollipops in there as well. That is everything from this video. That is everything that we did for the baby shower. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and really hope that you kind of found some help with this video. It is something that I've been working on for absolute months. Every time I have done something for the baby shower, like those tassels, like the tassel bunting, that took me months to do just because I'd do it for like 5 minutes once every 2 weeks and then be like, oh, I can't bothered anymore, and I'd get really distracted and go off and do something else. But it was definitely worth it, saving about 60 quid worth of decorations. Everything is going to be in the description box below, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, it has been a process making this video. Thank you so much for coming along with me on my pregnancy journey. I feel like I don't say this enough. I have made so many videos and so many blog posts, and it has been posted all over my social media for the past like 9 months, but I just really wanted to thank you all. I wanted to thank everyone that came to my baby shower and made it such a special day, and thank you to anybody that helped out by contributing, so whether that was making favours or whether it was helping with the buffet or balloons. Thank you so much for making my day so special. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, and all my social media links are in the description box below. Hope to see you in my next video very soon. Love you all. Bye.